Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, Outlander Season 7 Part 2 is months away, maybe even a year, but I already know what will happen and not because of the books, as you might have thought. I did something. I searched for all the leaked set photos and the pictures that cast members shared during the filming of Season 7 and figured out precisely what will happen in the second part of Season 7. I will go chronologically and then reveal how Season 7 will end. A quick hint. It may involve Claire getting shot and Bree traveling to the past. The first episode of Season 7 will see the funeral of Simon Fraser after the Frasers arrive in Scotland. This shouldn't come as a surprise since the Part 2 teaser showed a glimpse of this storyline. As you can see in the trailer, Claire, Jamie, and young Ian are there. In the leaked filming photos, it is possible to see them closely riding their horses and then attending the funeral. Right after the funeral, multiple scenes were shot at Lallybroch for days. For example, we will see Leary and her daughter Joan again. Layla Burns, who plays Joan, confirmed that her character will appear in episode 9 of Season 7. So that's when we should see her mother as well. While Frasers are at Lallybroch, Roger and Buck are also spending time in the past looking for Jemmy. Actors that play both characters were seen shooting scenes together in the village. This will be surprising, but Andrew Whipp, who played Jamie's father Brian in Season 1, also returns for the second part of Season 7. Before the season started, I knew we would see Dougal and Gallus. At first, I thought they would all be in flashback scenes, but I considered another possibility. What if Roger and Buck traveled to a much earlier time? That would explain why Richard Rankin and Dermot Murtaugh never filmed scenes with Sam Heughan or Katrina Balfe. They are simply at different times. That would also explain why we will see Brian, Dougal, and Gallus in the second part of Season 7. I'm guessing Brian will help Roger and Buck look for Jemmy. As for Dougal and Gallus, it will be interesting for them to see their child Buck all grown up. What I'll tell you now may be a little disappointing. It looks like Part 2 will move quickly and the Frasers will already be back in America. Sam Heughan and David Barry were seen shooting a scene in the setting of Philadelphia. In a short video, Jamie holds Lord John by his arm and takes him somewhere. Charles van der Vaart was also seen shooting scenes on the same street, so William is also there with them. I'd already know what will happen here because I accidentally spoiled myself by researching too much. Let me just say, Jamie and Lord John will have a fallout in their relationship. Another thing I know is related to young Ian's storyline with Archbug and Rachel. In February, Hugh Ross, who plays Archbug, shared a picture of actors playing young Ian, Rachel, and William. I guess this is after young Ian returns from Scotland and reconnects with Rachel. Archbug must try to seek revenge by attacking Rachel, but I have a feeling either young Ian or William will do something to stop him. As for the 20th century storyline, I don't have much to offer in terms of spoilers. If you watched my previous videos, you'd know that I don't think Rob Cameron and Jemmy traveled to the past. Some of you pointed out an important question. Why did Mandy think her brother was gone if Jemmy's in the present? I believe Rob Cameron hides Jemmy in the tunnel under the dam where there is what appears to be a time portal. I think the power of that time portal might have affected Mandy's perception, so she might have thought her brother was traveling when he was just near the time portal. Sophie Skelton posted a picture from the trailer in front of Lallybroch. Karen Kelly, who plays Fiona's husband Ernie, also posted a video from the set during the same time as Sophie. So Fiona and her husband will probably help Bree in the 20th century. But the next thing I will show you will shock you to the core. Bree will travel to the past at the end of Season 7. This picture proves it. Dermot Murtaugh posted this from the set, but deleted it a day after, which means it was a huge spoiler. As you can see, Bree wears old clothes. This means she finds Jemmy, gets rid of Rob Cameron, and then travels with her children to the past. She then reunites with Roger and Buck. As for the Frasers, Season 7 will end with a battle. Like we haven't seen enough battles in Part 1, Part 2 will see another one. And it seems Claire will get injured during the battle. Diane Gabaldon was a guest at a podcast, and she talked about filming a scene where something terrible happens to a woman and Jamie picks her up and calls for Denzel. There was one scene very recently where, something dire has happened and Jamie picks up the victim and is shouting for Denzel Hunter, who is a character who's a young Quaker doctor and so forth. He picks up the young woman and is shouting, bring me Denzel Washington." And the whole set just freezes and everybody's going because they don't want to laugh at his face. It's just sort of. I'm sure this young woman in question is Claire because Diana even gives details about Denzel, but says nothing about the woman's identity, which just sounds like she is trying to avoid giving spoilers. So Jamie is calling for a doctor's help, but that doctor is not Claire. There's something wrong with this. So I think Claire gets hurt during a battle, and Jamie gets Denzel's help. But this may not be how Season 7 ends. The showrunner, Matthew B. Roberts, said they tried to give Season 7 a natural ending because while they were writing it, they thought it would be the final one. Since I don't think they would give the show a heartbreaking ending, I'm guessing the Frasers will meet with the Mackenzies. And that's how Season 7 will end. What do you think about all this? What are your theories? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.